what can, we're both so new in what we're doing. What are some things that you're doing or that we can do to protect our families? To make sure, I love reading Perry Noble's blog, and I know Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday night, he has a date night every week. And I know sometimes, I know we both have multiple children.
Yeah.
I mean, babysitter gets expensive. So how do we make that a priority to have time with our kids, but also have that time with our wives? Because frankly, if I'm being honest, that's got to be my next step. That's got to be tomorrow morning's list.
Mm-hmm.
We got to start doing this.
Yeah.
How do we do that?
I don't have a weekly date night, and that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
I'm confessing that on camera.
Yeah. I'm right here with you, man.
My family suffers more than they should.
Yeah.
I admit that.
Right.
My wife is very forgiving. My kids are very forgiving.
Yeah.
We've been away from our families now for 3 days.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that's wearing on all parts.
Yeah. Right.
But there are some things that we've put into place. We don't have a weekly date night, but we have a nightly couch time.
Right. Right.
We catch up on some shows. We DVR some stuff. We Hulu some stuff. And we spend some time together that way, enjoying some things that both of us like to enjoy.
Yeah.
Not enough.
Right.
Definitely not enough.
Right.
Sunday afternoons are sacred for me. We don't have Sunday night service. My first time in my life to be in a church with no Sunday night service.
Yeah, we don't either.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I think we should write a book that says Sunday night service was or something like that, and promote that as the church and say, guess what this does for your pastor's family? To take a nap on a Sunday afternoon for me is a joy because my kids are napping, so I can take a nap.
Glorious.
And then we do family stuff. We walk around our neighborhood. We're ministering to our community by saying hello to other families as they're out and sitting in their yard or working on their cars, that kind of stuff. And there's some family time that way and some Stevan Jess time as well that we try to. I've never been good at planning that stuff.
Right.
But when those kinds of moments happen, when there are opportunities for that, when I know that things are tough at home and then I need to get home and I can say, you know what, this is still gonna have to do. I'm still gonna have to do this in my office tomorrow.
Yeah.
Still gonna have to finish this message.
Right.
I know I'm not gonna finish it tonight. I love the possibilities of going home and just being dad or husband.
Yeah.
Now there's a new freedom in that I'm appreciating.
I feel like I always there's one year I especially remember that the week after Christmas I was going into the office every day and I was the only one there, and I remember about Wednesday or Thursday that one of the other pastors came through and said, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "Just working." It's like, dude, nobody's here. The office is closed. I just didn't know. And I was so attuned to this thinking, even though that church did not emphasize punching the clock, they didn't do that. There were so many times if I wasn't at the office, I felt guilty. And I don't feel that now.
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm loving my people and I'm being diligent, it doesn't really matter where I'm at.
Where the time happens.
Right.
Yeah. I totally agree with that. That I've always wanted to have the ability, and I've had it to varying degrees.
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything negative about anybody that I've worked with.
Right.
But to varying degrees, I've always wanted to have more possibility that my life was ministry oriented. That the things that I did, going to the grocery store and talking to people that I visit in the grocery store, I didn't want to come home and say, okay, well, I worked for 15 minutes tonight at the grocery store because I had a conversation with Jim and Nancy.
Right.
I didn't log those hours as a part of my duties.
Yeah.
And now I'm ministering in more than just my church context, my neighborhood. When people come over, when kids come over to our house and are checking in on the new family that lives on the corner next to the mailboxes, we're ministering in our community. When we're checking out community events and walking amongst people and interacting and socializing with people, we are doing ministry.
Yeah.
And that I think we have this younger generation idea, this new school possibly idea that ministry takes place in a lot more areas than just sermon prep, visitation, and cleaning the sanctuary.
I mean, let's be honest. How much time did you and I, not really, for me especially, not because anybody said you got to be in the office during this time, but how much time did I spend in the office because I thought somebody expected me to be there that I wasted, that I was goofing off.
Yeah.
I'd done, my work was done,
Mm-hmm.
and I could have been, there's so much regret. I could have been home with my kids, could have been home with my wife, and, I'm just trying to catch up on that. Dude, I'm excited. This is, it's been great catching up with Stevan this week at Fuel 2010, and there's going to be, this is just the start of something where there's a movement happening, and it's going to be awesome. Stevan, tell us about your blog, Twitter.
StevanSheets.com, and it's Stevan, Stevan, Sheets, SHEETS.com. That's my blog. Yeah. I've been blogging there forever, like we said.
It's at the bottom of the screen right now.
Oh, is it?
It's going to be.
I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Wouldn't that be cool if I said, oh, there it is, and then it shows up? And then watch, what, can I squish it? No, you can't do that. You can't edit that part. Twitter is at Navets, which is Stevan backwards, so Navets is my Twitter. I'm also on Facebook, facebook.com/Navets. And the church, firstwesleyanship.org is our church website. So that's me.
Cool, man. Anyway, both of our phones are going off. We're working.
We're hiding out. We're going to get in trouble. Everybody's checking in with us. Yeah, we got to go.
So, see you later.